So I am at the point where we talk about like the whole design process. This is crazy. I don't really care. I'll thug it out like this. Alright. So i.e. my phone's in my hand. Right? I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, swiping back and forth. Like I said, I wanted to minimize it. I'm not minimizing it. Right? In this moment where like the silence is loud, fucking loud. In the moment where it's like, damn, I want to go to Walgreens and grab a drink and say, fuck it, let me turn on the TV. I really do want to do that shit. Honestly, I feel like it doesn't affect anything. But the reason why, and I would like to acknowledge this so I can keep track of this, is right now I don't know what to do. And that is a problem, right? We talk about, like, I get it, like, you fall in love with the game. That's something that I have on my list of, like, what I want to gain from, like, doing this challenge. Is I want to become obsessed, right? I want to see a new version of me, of how much more do I care about the system and the system that I create and things that I create, to become like this individual, this hard individual that conquers every fucking thing that comes in his way. Like, that's really what I want, right? And these are the moments where I have to take into consideration, where am I changing, you know, like, what are the thoughts going through my head? And it is, you know, interesting, because it's only 8:00 and I'm like, fuck, I've done everything on my list. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm scrolling back through TikTok, through Instagram, Twitter, and nothing's really entertaining me. It's more just so, like, I'm trying to take up the time of, like, not doing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm gonna be quite frank, like, I'm stumped right now. You know, like, this idea of, now I've done everything. Everything is intentional. Everything on my list is super intentional. Like, I get devoted time to doing those things on my list. Not thinking about the next thing, not thinking about the thing before it. I do those things. I'm intentional about those times slots while I'm doing the thing. But I'm having trouble with this idea of, once I'm done doing the thing, like, it's this checklist. It's just a checklist, and I get it. I like it because I understand that at least if I did not do anything else today, I did the things that I needed to do to get better for today. Something I'm going to reap out of this in the future, in the present, now, right? I get that. But it's like, you know what, it gets to a point, where we have to acknowledge, I have to acknowledge, like, the silence, right? And quite frankly, is like, I think about myself, like, damn, like, you know, I'm this designer, this title, this brand owner, and I think the biggest thing is, like, I know what to do when it comes down to designing. I think I have tons of people that hit me up and be like, yo, your pieces are fire. But my dilemma that has always been is this creative nature of, like, when these ideas come to me, they come to me. You know, in this moment, like, when I'm in the silence, the fucking elephant in the room is I don't want to design. That's the fucking element. Like, I don't want to fucking create anything. I'm so sick of tired of, like, watching the videos of the people that are in these spaces where it's like, for instance, John Cena, right? Wrestling fans out there. He talks about, like, I'm John Cena and you guys are the fans. You guys are the people that are wrong. because everything that I preached about, hustle, respect, whatever, right? Being the doer, you guys are just watching me be the person I speak on about who you should be. And he was like, you guys are really the villains. And that is such a huge remark, because how many times will you tell yourself, like, hey, I'm this person and I believe I'm this person and it's time to act. And you either don't do it or you half-ass it. I want to be the epitome to like my family and my children and the people that are going to be surrounding me. And I'm grateful for every single day, every breath that I take. And for the first time in my life, I've never done something like this. And I have, right? Different reasons though. But this is like super, kind of more intentional, where I could see the time that it's like, I struggle with like, yeah, it's great. I added 3 more things to my list. But I do have a problem with this everyday cycle of doing this, checking the things off the list. And what I want out of this life is like, I want to be rich. I want to be able to help as many people as possible. And it's like, what is the conditioning behind helping people? What do you gain from that? And I think I just look at myself. I feel like there's a person that's in my shoes that I wish that I had somebody that was like, the giving the handouts. And like, I get that that's not the real world, right? But when I have kids and stuff, it's like they're gonna have a handout, right? Like, they're gonna have somebody to lean on all the time. And I get it, that's their blood. But it's just like, who do I want to be? Because I'm pointing out this, right? I get to point out my flaws. I get to point out the things that I am not great at. I'm the type of individual where it's like I would, like, I'm waiting for the idea. Like I'm it's not saying that like right now I don't have anything to do. And I say this because it's like, well, I do have a lot to do. I can study more on Facebook ads. I can think about storylines, storytelling, and all these different verbatim things that are nice, And I know what to do, because as I plan and as I do and I help other people, it's like, there's no doubt about, like, I know exactly what I should be doing. And I always had that looming feeling of like, damn, do I know what I'm doing for the brand? Like, am I actually showing up as how I want to show up? It's an interesting question, bro. It's the interesting life that I live. Yeah. I do know, like, when it comes down to like designing, when I really am inspired by an idea, I really fall in love with the idea. I know that for sure. And that's something that I will always take with me. It's like, yeah, you have to start somewhere every single time. And I realize the world doesn't live off pieces, but what I want is, I want to be a fucking menace to this shit, bro. I don't know, like, I need to be the best. And it's like, it's not even like I need to be the best in like designing, or I just want to be the fucking best human being I can be, right? I want to fucking conquer my fears. I want to have exactly what I say I want. I want to fucking thrive in every fucking thing, and I know I can. I've always proven to myself I'm capable of thriving in everything I do. It's just like, I get to these periods in my life and I'm sitting here doing nothing, thinking like I have nothing on my list, and not acknowledging that I just don't want to do the thing that will take time out of my life, and that's real. And I think that's something that, I mean, of course, a lot of people struggle with, but that's something that's like fucking prevalent right now. Is like, I want to be the best. I've done the shit. I've done the fucking list. What more? You know? What more? What more? And it's like, I think to myself, it's like, I go to the gym, and I yearn for this more to get better. I yearn for the fucking pain. I love that shit, bro. And I think to myself, like, we have all these emotions and these feelings towards certain things, and I get pissed off because I can't have what I want right now, and I know it takes time. I see the steps, I see the opportunities. I'm determined to fucking get exactly what I fucking want out this world, and I'm not gonna shy away from people no more. Like, I deserve fucking wealth, bro. In every aspect of my fucking well-being, I deserve that shit, and I need to fucking continue to like hype myself to understand like I do. There's no doubt of fucking in my mind that I have not, like, I have so much knowledge and it pisses me off that I don't use it. Like, I stay in the house. It's actually fucking insane to think about this. Like, the only people interactions that I really get on a day-to-day are when I go to the gym, and that's it. I have no social life. I don't talk to anybody, bro. And yeah, bro, maybe I have to talk to somebody. Maybe I have to just, call a couple people, but I don't talk to anybody, bro. I'm so locked in where it's like I'm so comfortable being alone, and I think it's like that's not even the scary part. I'm scared for them people. I'm scared for the people outside that this is happening, bro. Because I'm doing this. I'm learning about myself. I am constantly fucking in my brain to try to pursue greatness, being alone. And I love that shit. Because I recognize every single time when I'm not doing the thing, I'm talking to myself, understanding why I'm saying these things. And this is the first time I'm just fucking doing the thing. I'm recording myself do this shit. It is a very dangerous place outside this my fucking home. It is very dangerous for people, bro. And I say this because I'm inside. I'm not outside. I don't talk to people. I don't fucking conversate. I don't go to dinners. I don't fucking go to fucking social clubs. I don't go to the fucking club. I don't fucking do none of that shit, bro. And I would say it's a problem because I love this shit so much. I love being alone, and that's where it's like I'm so in love with this idea of like, bro, I can do this alone shit, bruh. I can, bro. And it makes me better every fucking time. So just think about the added level of saying no TV, no social media. It's like some psychotic shit where it's like, for me not to fucking win, for me not to make millions in this, for me not to change my life, I'm okay. I'm okay dedicating my life to this shit, right? My biggest thing is like, people don't show up for me, bro. And that was the story I used to tell myself. I'm like, bro, people don't. It's like, no, fuck that. This is my world, right? Like, I show up for people. I don't care if you don't show up for me. At this point, like, you don't show up for me. You're not in my life. This is the concept of it. It's like, because I'm so comfortable with me, where my energy is here. My energy is being alone. And I'm not an introvert. I'm really both, like, whatever. I don't really associate myself with these fucking words and shit. But it's just like, it's interesting where I look at myself and I'm like, I like helping people. I care for people. I care for people I don't even know. And it's like, it sucks because a lot of people don't have that trait. And I'm okay with it, so I could be like, so many people let me down. I can be a horrible person. I can be the worst person in the fucking world. And I feel like God is like, yo, you're so blessed because you have the ability to forgive and to allow yourself to flourish beyond the things that you feel at the moment. And it's really striking, bro, because like I'm okay with being alone. I forgive people when they fuck me over, and then I just cut them out. It's just as simple as that. Whereas like the people that are around me, the people I care for, I'll take care out tenfold. I'm not jumping through fucking hoops to be anybody's friend. Certainly I'm not. It's funny how this video took a turn, but I think this is real. I think it is a very dangerous. It is dangerous for people to not know that this is happening to me right now. I don't think people understand, because when I fucking get it, and when I have it, and when it's mine, I'm not letting that bitch go. And I will let you understand I'm not letting that bitch go. And I understand the hard wiring of my brain where it's like, okay, I'm in a social setting. Now people know who I am. Okay, for sure. Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm not gonna lie about it. I know what I am. I'm not like, I've seen the parts of me where I'm like, fuck. And people have seen me like, fuck, what is he doing? I went and ran on a random I went to the gym on a random Wednesday and I ran a fucking marathon. I don't even know in anybody's right mind that would fucking do that shit. That was like, oh, I'm gonna run a marathon today. And I did that for 5 hours straight. So to me, I'm like, I look at myself like, if I know I can do that shit. It's just like, just imagine what what happens when I'm in this. And that's something that I'm really trying to express right now. Is like, it's very uncomfortable to be without the things that I'm going through. It is very uncomfortable, and I love it. I think it's like, it's building this fuck you complex of like, get it by any means, even though I'm like, talking about the situation just adds the motivation of like, fuck you. You, like, I want to say, yeah, you guys locked me in here. You guys made me fucking not want to come outside. You guys made me attack my issues. You guys made me attack what I was fucking running away from. Now it is your fucking problem to deal with me. Because when I get out of here, when I achieve, I'm not looking back, and I will let you guys know. And I hope every person that comes upon this video looks at this video and be like, bro, look at all the other videos he was posting. He already knew. He already knew his success. I already see it, I already see the penthouse living. I already see the family. I already see the thousands of people that have helped. And just fucking make grit and get rich, bro. I like making people money. You know the best feeling in this world? Making people money. The best feeling of a person that wasn't making a lot of money now makes a lot of money. That's a fucking beautiful sight right there. It's an addicting feeling. So imagine locking in and just saying, you know what? I want this shit. By the end of the year, I'm out. I moved in a new place. My track record shows that I'm not gonna be fucking A-okay and humble about this shit. It's like, no, I made it. I'm going to fucking show you what it took. And this is the point. It's like, we see these videos and you watch these videos and it's like, just understand, like, this is my mindset. I am in a fucking dominating mindset, and I am willing to point out the bullshits in my life and recognize that it is the bullshit. I'm over here, teeter-tottering between this idea of like, what should I be designing? I don't want to design and shit, knowing damn well what I want to design. I know exactly what will make people take. I can see it. It's just like the way like every piece I ever made, somebody, not even somebody, lots of people will be like, damn, this is a fire piece. The only difference is it's not worldwide viral. But I'll tell you, what's going to happen next is for sure going to be exactly what it is. I always said fuck these brands was way bigger than what you believe it is. And it will. This shit for stars, bro. Superstars, all types of shit. It's just like, bro, this shit is insane. And I just want people to not even fuck it. I don't want people to understand that one. I don't give a fuck. Take it or leave it. I don't care if you understand it or not. Like, I'm gonna dominate, bro. And I realized the shit that I was going through in my past, and I was connecting and allowing myself to not be a dynamic creature, a dynamic person. I was allowing me to stick to these figures and being like, this is what happened to me, guys, so you guys are gonna rule my fucking world. No. Thank you. I'm coming. Yeah, it happened. So what? I'm fucking coming.